Yeah, sure. So, should I introduce myself?
Of course.
Okay. So, I'm going to introduce myself. So, of course, my name is Gyanen from Lucknow, and here I'm living in a small village. If I talk about my professions, of course, since I live in village areas, of course, I have to take care of animals and like farm related work. So I do such kind of thing. Apart from this, I have one YouTube channel named English with Village Growth, which I have been running for 1.5 years. That's all about me.
Okay, it's been a quite long journey of your YouTube.
Yeah.
If
So
I talk about my introduction, so I'm Ayushi. I come from UP state. It's Kanpur city where I live, and I'm in 11th grade. I have taken PCM stream. And if I talk about my family, so we are four members. My mother is my single parent. She works in a private sector. And despite her, we are three sisters, three siblings, and I'm the youngest one among all of us.
oh, that's great. So like you are studying now. So along with the study, what do you do? Like, do you have any hobbies? Do you have any passion to do?
Yeah, my passion is to be good at English as much as I can. And despite English, I also like playing outdoor games for my physical health, physical maintenance. And I also like drawing a little bit, although I'm not very good at drawing, but I love to paint and I love to read also novels, autobiographies, and yeah, I have multiple hobbies to tell. Like I like to sing. I'm very fond of music, so these are my current favorite hobbies nowadays.
Oh, that's amazing. It's like, of course, I must say that hobbies are created from our hearts and mind. Like our body like tells us that yes, you have this kind of like energy. You can learn this type of thing because you have this skill to learn. So that is why we can recognize our skill, like recognizing our hobbies. So of course, we have to follow our hobbies and in this busy life, of course, we have less time, but we have to focus on our skill, our dream, our goals. So that's fantastic. So if I talk about English, so what do you do for English?
Okay, so okay, if I talk about my the thing you talked earlier, which is hobby. So I
Yeah.
think hobbies show that you are a very creative person, and those people who say, okay, I don't have any hobby, I don't have any specific hobby to tell, I think they prove themselves as a lazy person or a kind of serious person. They don't indulge themselves in any kind of specific activity. So yeah, having hobby is a blessing, is a good thing. And if I talk about my English journey, so it's been an year. I started when I entered in 11th grade, and I read all kind of so many books,
Okay. Yes.
including The Alchemist, autobiographies, novels. I also prefer Hindi novels, but mostly because of my improvement in English, I go for English books, English novels. And despite books, I like to improve. I like to add new vocabulary. I study, learn vocabularies, but within time I used to forget, but now I use them in my conversations on Skype. And I also study grammar. I love studying about grammar things, the rules and all those topics of grammar. So I really enjoy it. I study on the daily basis and whenever I get spare time. Yeah, that's all I do.
Oh, that's amazing because we know what have to do and how have to learn this language. Because if people say that you need to do this, you need to do that. So in my opinion, no one can tell us that how can we learn English, because uh, only we can recognize our interest. If we have interest
Yes.
in something, so of course we can follow, and by following those interests, we can become fluent speaker, of course. And do you think that in order to learn this language, we need any like teacher? Of course, at the beginning we need teacher. So I'm just asking that whether we need any teacher or we need any institute for that nowadays.
Yeah, everyone has their different story. Like I learned by books, you can learn by watching, and someone can learn by speaking. So yeah, everyone has their own opinion and own suggestion, but you have to find the right way for yourself.
Correct.
You have to make yourself very curious about learning this language. How
uh,
curious you are, how much time you give on daily basis. Yeah, that also is.
yeah. And if you don't have, if you don't like, you don't love learning this language, so of course it's gonna like boring, gonna be boring for you, you know. So we just feel good, and we are not going to feel bored. We are going to learn this language in a like in a funny way. So of course, and that is amazing. Nowadays anyone can catch this language easily, I must say that, because we have such kind of thing where we can learn this language easily. We don't need any institute and teacher, and nor do we need any any partner. Of course we have lots of partner, but at the beginning I'm saying that we must try to practice by ourselves. And we, when we are perfect, when we think that okay, now we I'm perfect, I can speak a little bit, then you can find people. Because if you have knowledge, so by your knowledge you can describe so many things. But until you have dare to speak people, until you are not going to face people, you, it's like it's really, really difficult. It's like I don't know English still. So whenever you go in front of people and you try to speak, so of course your mind blank, and you are not going to speak confidently. So in order to gain confident and like removing your shyness and hesitation and fumbling, so of course you must find people online on video call. So many people, they say that I feel shy and I can't face video call. So in my opinion, you can learn English by yourself, but at the same time you need partner where you can talk to
Yeah,
them every day on video call. Because until you gain confidence, you are not going to become fluent speaker. So that's
yeah,
amazing. So
yeah.
how can we learn this language easily? Could you please give any suggestion?
Okay. I couldn't get your question. Come again.
How can we learn this language easily?
Easily. Okay. So I think the best thing you can do is to start speaking instead of watching, consuming content. Because this mistake, like this was the mistake which I did before 6 months. And literally, I used to only watch. I used to only jot down all the things which I watched in a content, and that's a big mistake. You have to start speaking, and you have to get that accent, pronunciation, right pronunciation. You have to focus on those things. So I think these things matter more than just watching and reading, not speaking. And
Yeah,
so start speaking. And when you are speaking, see yourself, where are you fumbling and what mistakes are you doing. Notice
yeah,
yourself, and don't run for the advanced word at very early stage. Just make easy sentences.
yeah,
And when you conversate, on the other hand, you have to also take the grammar thing with yourself. Okay, I have studied this topic, I have to make sure that I am including this topic in my conversation. I have to use it. And with, yeah, this will really help that you study at morning and use it, like input and output both at the same time. So that will be great.
okay, of course, you are right, totally right. Because at the beginning, we are not going to think so many things. Okay, I have to learn idiom, phrases, fancy word, and I have to take care of our grammar. No, because at the beginning, you just learn something, and with the help of basic thing, basic word, you just try to speak. And when you are going to speak, and when you think that yes, now I'm good at basic things. So of course, by listening, by talking, we are going to achieve all the words, fancy advanced structure from other people. You know, you are not going to do hard work for this. Okay, today I'm going to learn five words, today I'm going to learn two words. If you force yourself, if you force
Yeah,
yourself,
exactly. Your voice isn't coming.
there's a lot of noise from which is coming from your side. Okay, now
Yeah,
it
yeah, I live in a kind of crowded area, and
yeah,
all the
okay.
traffic rush. Yeah, that's why it's.
Okay, okay, now it's okay. So I'm telling you, because don't force yourself, you know, don't force yourself to learn grammar, don't force yourself so many words. Of course, when you get to know that, okay, the how you are going to learn this language easily, and you are going to speak. So of course, by listening, you are going to learn so many things. I must say that when I started learning this language, so that time I didn't have anything. nor did I have any opportunity to speak. But I started by myself with basic words, with some basic structures, and I started speaking a lot. Whenever I got time, I spoke a lot, and just because of my this basic thing, I can speak to anyone. Why should I use any fancy words and idiom phrases? Why? Because I feel good when I describe when I can describe each and everything with the help of my basic word, basic structure. So of course, at the beginning, we don't need to become like someone. You are going to copy someone that okay, my partner is using so many fancy words and idiom phrases, so let me do this. No, don't try to become someone. So I must say that why we are get stuck while having conversation, because we are going to become like our partner, that okay, my partner is using this idiom phrases, so let me also try. So if you are going to try, so of course you are going to get stuck, you are going to spoil your conversation. So don't do this. Of course, at gradually you are going to learn everything. Gradually your mind is going to replace your words actually, because again you are speaking same word, so your mind can before, of course it is going to replace by listening, by talking to people. I never ever forced myself that okay, today I'm going to learn 2 words, 3 words, and this structure, that structure. I never ever forced myself. So of course nowadays we have social media. We whenever we get time, so we can listen to people, and also we can talk to people, and also if we have any doubt, we can solve on social media. So
Okay.
there is cues here. Yeah.
I was saying that as I can see that you are a good conversator. Tell me the three things that you notice people are suffering from while learning this language. Like if I tell about me, many people told that they can't translate those Hindi sentences in English within just a second in their mind. So why to translate? Why to go for Hindi first? Just make your first language as English. Keep sentences in your mind already, and don't think of translating and all those stuff. Just put them out as soon as they come in your mind.
Yeah, of course. And here I would like to say that you don't try to take anything from the book. Don't try to take anything from the book, and don't try to see those things which you have like listened from someone and this and that. Just run your mind, because suppose when we speak, so our mind works. Our mind works ahead, and our tongue speaks. Why? Because we have, like earlier we forced a lot, we thought a lot, like in our mind we created so many stories, we described so many things. So when we speak, so our mind creates so many situation, and it tells us that what we have to speak. And of course we have certain structure, we don't need to find okay million structure here, so how can I get to know that further what I have to speak? No, we have same structure. Like if I'm going to talk about in past times, of course I have past structure. If we are going to talk about in present and future, we have certain structure, and with the help of those structure and with the help of basic words, of course you are, yeah, at the beginning we have to think in our native language that okay, what I'm going to speak. We take lots of time to speak that okay, what is that word, what is that structure. So it happens at the beginning. But yeah, if you are doing same thing, you are speaking every day, so it is going yeah, it has become your habit, it is going to become your habit. Of course you can speak easily without thinking anything. We have to think only on topic. Suppose you have asked any question, so of course I'm going to focus on that question. I'm going to speak whatever I know, and don't think that okay, how can I speak as per the rule, as per the like I'm going to speak as if I'm going to write any essay. No, whatever you know, you just whatever your opinion over here, you just put your opinion, and don't try to speak advanced thing and this and that which you don't know. Of course whatever you have knowledge, you can speak. People when people say that okay, today we are going to talk about this topic, of course if I don't have any knowledge, so how can I talk to that topic? Even I can't talk to on that topic in my native language. How? Because any foreigner, any native speaker, can't speak on those topics. So don't feel sad that okay, today I couldn't talk on that topic, but my partner spoke a lot on that topic. It's just because of your knowledge. It is not your language. You just think that okay, it's like my language I am not good at this language, that is why I couldn't speak. No, of course your English is good, you are amazing at this language, but the thing is that we don't have like words for that topic, we don't have knowledge about that topic, that is why. So this is a language. So with the help of this language we can speak what we know. So at the beginning we have to think, of course, so don't need to like worry about it. So at the beginning we actually earlier we used to think a lot, and we while speaking we used to get stuck. So it happens at the beginning, so don't worry about it. And when you are going to
It's not a big deal. My next question is how to be confident. If I share my perspective, so confident comes with your knowledge. If you know the sentence you're using is right, so of course you'll be confident saying that. But if you're not sure that the sentence you made in your mind is completely right to speak, so you will be a little bit underconfident. What's your,
yeah,
what's your opinion about it?
you are totally right. Because if you don't know proper grammar and you are speaking, of course, you might have fear while speaking. You know that okay, I don't know whether I'm speaking right or wrong. So you are not going to speak confidently. It's like oh, I have made mistake. It's like so if you know like okay, I have some certain structure and I know that those structure are correct. Whatever I'm speaking is right. And so of course you are going to speak confidently that okay, now I'm of course whatever I'm saying is right, I'm not making mistake. So of course you are saying right that confidence comes from your knowledge. And of course, and if you are speaking every day, so also you have a habit to speak to to people, and you know that how to deal with people, and we are going to talk on to this topic, so it's okay,
Hey,
it is
I forgot to
normal.
ask before, what's your profession?
I told you when I introduced myself. So my profession is like, of course, I'm living here in a small village. So I work as a farmer.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really inspiring for the people who are watching it because you are a farmer and you are engaged with a lot of stuffs like taking care of animals and you like cropping and all those stuffs. So, but you're still working hard and the way you're speaking is really inspiring. So yeah, it was great talking with you.
Yeah,
Nice to see you.
at this point I can't agree with you there, because this is not it is not like I'm a blazer and I'm doing hard work, so how can I speak English? Anyone can speak English, no matter what your age is, no matter where you live, no matter whether you like come from any poor
But
family, no.
there are so many people who just say themselves like to satisfy themselves. Okay, I'm from village. I can't speak. I don't have any environment. I just have phone which I'm scrolling right now. So what are you doing? There are a lot of villagers. They are learning with the help of their phone, without going and without purchasing any badge. So yeah, that's really inspiring about you.
Yeah, it happens just because of your dream, your goal, your passion. My passion pushed me. I didn't want to learn this language. I gave up million time. I just say no, no, no. I'm not going to learn this language because this language is not for a villager. I'm not educated. So what will I do after learning this language? Let it be. I'm not going to learn. Even I don't have any teacher, any institute, any partner. I'm not going to learn. But my dream, passion pushed me up, of course, again and again. Even I used to wake up at nights suddenly, and I just start thinking in my mind, and I started learning. Though I didn't have any book, and I really very hate, like I never ever go for writing. I never ever go for reading. I never ever read any book. Still, I don't have any book, and I never ever wrote even single word with my hand. So I hate with pen and copy and book. I just observed this language and I just spoke by myself. I didn't have any partner to speak that time. It,
Even
it,
if I even if I talk about Hindi, it is my native language. I never learned it by writing this because I saw a lot of people around me. They speak this language, and there is no need of copy and pen to learn this language. The same with you. You have created an artificial environment around you. You talked with people, and you noticed. Okay, they talk in this way. I have to make myself a better version of myself. So that's really great thing about it.
Correct, correct. And I would
So,
like to
okay,
say, yeah, I would like to say that everyone can do it, can be done if you have passion. And if you don't have passion, I'm very, very sorry for you. You are going to do hard work for it. And if you have passion, so no one can stop you to learn this language. You are going to learn this language by yourself. And of course, we have now we can't make excuses. We have everything we can learn. So yeah, of course. So thank you so much for this conversation. Thank
it
you.
was great talking with you. A good, large conversation with you in a detailed way. That was very fascinating. So, bye bye. Take care.
Okay, you too. Bye.